I welcome you guys today. I understand that no matter what, that every single day I make sure I come here and do some nice beautiful busking performance every single day, because I understand my beautiful growth today is very important. I must understand to elaborate my life every single day. I understand when I do that, I'm always much more conversational about what I love to do every single day, because I believe in something greater than I today. I believe in something of a better world. I understand when I go and really dwell in a nice beautiful public speaking event every single day on the street, I look at the crowd, I go and get those images, because I understand that when I go and look at life, I want to have more imagination. I understand that when you're looking around today, and when you go to the shop, and when you go anywhere around the world, you'll see images, you'll see people, you'll see something. So when I stand here for 1 hour, I get these images of people just walking around and give me these nice beautiful expressions. And guess what happens? I build confidence because I'm on the microphone watching myself doing it for about an hour or 2 hours or 6 hours or 10 hours. I mean, either way, understand, I do as much as I can every single day. So when I get those images, I build a nice beautiful confidence about it, because I can see myself doing it. And as I do it, I am also more confident in doing so because of those images. I gain those images. So if I have 1 billion images of me doing public speaking in front of a crowd, I realize that I'm 1 billion times more confident. I understand that's what you need to do. So if you're going on Netflix today and you're watching more movies and TV shows, I understand it's really make sure you speed read the images and watch those images really quickly. So if you understand to never watch my actual video right here in terms of my nice beautiful imagery, but what you do is you get the imagery and you watch it in 1 minute. So it may be 1 hour long, I mean it may be 2 hours long or 5 hours long today. I understand either way that what's important is you watch the images in less than 1 minute, and that way you just listen to the audio and go do yourself a favor and just go look at yourself in the mirror while you listen to my nice beautiful audio, which is even better. I understand it's much better to look at yourself today than look at me today. I understand either way, that is what I always do. I always make sure I look at myself today more than you. I understand, for example, when you do a nice beautiful 2-hour seminar, or you do a nice beautiful 2-hour concert for yourself and it's on video, I watch your whole concert in less than 30 seconds because I watch the images and I may listen to the music on the side and watch myself in the mirror and go do my own business while I'm listening to your performance on audio, because I already watched the images in less than 30 seconds. But understand, I never even have to go and watch your concert anymore, because I understand I have my own music and my own concert to deliver, because I have my own nice beautiful lyrics. I'm my own nice beautiful singer as well. So I understand that I never have to go singing other people's music anymore. I never have to go and sing other people's lyrics. I never have to go and sing anything other than I today. I understand Whitney Houston also has beautiful lyrics. I don't have to sing anybody else's except mine, because I understand that when I make lyrics, I make sure I orchestrate those lyrics in a way that I can sing it. Because everybody is different. I realize everybody has a different vocal, and understand that when you have a different vocal, it's about getting on the street sometimes and really performing and outperforming yourself every single day. Because I understand that it's been 48 hours since I stepped foot in my nice beautiful shoes in terms of my eye here. I understand either way, I'm right here now, and it's been 48 hours since I've been here in terms of this marketplace and doing this nice beautiful busking performance today. Because why? Because I choose to come here and do it again. I understand that either way, I have no breaks, but I understand that my videos are just delayed in terms of my life, in terms of my eye. I understand when I delay my nice beautiful video for 24 hours more, I understand I have to go and do something else. I have to upload other videos. I have to go do some do some nice audios today in terms of my uploading. I have to go and make sure that either way, I'm always working with or without busking performance as well. You have to understand that if I have no busking performance today, I'll go and find something else to do. I understand either way that what's important every single day is look at the crowd and make sure that everybody else is accountable. Because when you're accountable today and you have more than yesterday, you're going to feel good, you're going to look good, you're going to have the best representation and reputation of yourself, because it's not about other people's attention. I realize it's about your attention. I understand that today many people are going to schools to public speak, and they're going to churches, and they're going to hotels, and they're going to nightclubs, and they're going to all these places to book free events. And now booking free events is a nice beautiful idea in the long run, but understand to get your talents up first. And once you understand that, understand that if you go to churches today, otherwise you have to drive there, and you have to get there, and you have to stand there for a certain period of time, but you're there to really increase your talent about what? Otherwise, if you want to do a public speaking performance at a church, otherwise it has to be about Jesus Christ and nothing else. Otherwise they will never even accept you, because churches are made for Jesus Christ only. Otherwise, either way, understand that what you must do at churches is, if you want to ever get a gig at a church, you go and say, I'm a public speaker about Jesus, and I love Jesus so much I want to come and give you a 1-hour seminar at your church. And now you may have 10 people at the church, you may have 20, you may have 100. But either way, understand that at my nice beautiful street performance, I never have to go to church in terms of the local churches around here in Sydney and Melbourne and Australia. Because why? I can do that nice beautiful performance right here, and I don't have to go to your local church to give you this nice beautiful performance. You just come to my church inside of my nice beautiful YouTube channel and check it out for yourself, because I don't have to come to you, you come to me. I understand it's much more that I do that than go to church. But understand that if you want to go to church and give a nice beautiful performance and have a new experience for yourself, I mean, feel free to. And just call them up and say, hey, I've never done a nice beautiful public speaking performance at a church, but I'd like to make sure that I do one for you today, because I'm a very professional public speaker and I really do that every single day. Thank you. I understand that either way, you say the truth. And if they don't like you, and they don't want you to public speak, you don't go there then. You just go to the next one and you call them up again and you say something different this time. And you say, I just would like to, you say, you never would like to, you just say, I need to come to give a nice beautiful public speaking performance about Jesus Christ in your church, and will you allow me to do that? Alright, now it's a different question and it's a different statement. So if somebody says no to the first statement or question, you go and change it up in terms of your communication and go ask something different. Alright, now when I go up to the next church and they say no, alright, now, for example, let's say this church said no, but the next one's about to say yes. Alright, they'll say yes because I'll go and say something different this time, and I'll say, I just came over here from Melbourne. I just would like to understand that I love to speak about Jesus Christ. I understand I want to come into your church and do that. I mean, do you have some time to spare about 1 hour to speak about Jesus Christ with me? Or else either way, that's a different way to say it. But either way, you must be able to say something in a different way 1 billion times and more. You must understand that each and every single one of my videos is a different communication method. Because why? I realize because I add new ideas in the process. I realize when you look at a nice beautiful DJ, you understand that they have 2 hours of a set or 1 hour of music playing. And guess what? I realize they may mix some different music into their sets. And why is that? Because it's different ideas and it's different ways of communication. Because if you're only ever playing the same sets and the same way of life and you're only doing the same thing every single day, you're actually not really doing something different. I need to understand to go do something different with the same. So understand that my each and every single performance now is, understand this. I may be at Marketplace today. I realize that's the same, isn't it? I realize it's the same day as every single other day. I mean, let's just say that. I use my IUQ rule every single time in my nice beautiful communication, because that's the same method that I use to public speak, and I do it in a different way. But understand that even though I'm at Marketplace today, I understand that either way that the background is different. I understand it's sunny now, I understand it's a different time, I understand it's a different way of life. I understand either way that I have more ideas to give you, I have something else new to provide, and then once I provide that every single day, I go and do it on the street, because I understand that I build my confidence each and every single hour I do so. I understand I go by hours. I understand that now, since I have a nice beautiful Apple Watch and I invested in my Apple Watch 1 year ago in terms of my eye, I understand either way I have an Apple Watch now for 3 years. I understand either way that what's important is now, I realize that every single hour my Apple Watch is ringing. I understand every single hour my Apple Watch is buzzing. Because when I go to sleep, I may feel my hand buzzing 5-6 times throughout my sleep. Because I wake up and I ask myself a question. I mean, do I have to sleep for the next hour or not? Because either way, I love my watch to wake me up every single hour. I understand when I wake up every single hour, I still get the sleep I deserve. Even though my watch wakes me up, I still get the sleep I deserve because I sleep for the next hour. You understand? So either way, I'm always waking up to an alarm clock every single hour. So every single hour, so I don't care what time it is. I realize every hour my Apple Watch is always buzzing. Because I love to see that it's 6 o'clock in 10 minutes. I mean, do you understand? And then I realize that 1 hour after that, I realize it's 7 p.m. And then 8 p.m. And then 9 p.m. And then 10 p.m. I love to understand my time and how much time I have. I understand when I do that every single day, I make sure I go perform on the street and do something that's really, let's say, high in regard. And what is that? I understand that anything that's high regard today is something that's really a strategy. You have to be strategizing your life around. You You have to understand that when you strategize your life around, you're doing something different along the way, and you're understanding to give those ideas, because when you give ideas, you also understand that you're not just a local business, you're an international business. And our international business ways of life is something that's really important, but I understand that no matter what, I muck around with my nice beautiful audio right here and my nice beautiful video quality. I muck around with my nice beautiful video quality here because I want to see what differences I have in my nice beautiful audio and my video length over here. I understand you just go muck around with your technology and see what you can do, because that's what I do with music production. I understand I do that with every single aspect of life. I understand I'm a music producer too. So when I go muck around, I muck around even while I sing. I muck around while I speak. I muck around while I do everything, because when you're mucking around while you're growing, I realize that's the best type of living. I understand that anything that's not mucking around today, that has no growth, is somebody who you have to stay away from. But understand that every single day you go and public speak on the street or do something that's very important for yourself every single day, I understand you must give those ideas for yourself to be more important, because that's what I'm doing today. I understand you can find me on my YouTube channel and my Instagram right here. I understand that when you go and lift people up every single day, you're always going to be much more improving yourself. I understand that's what's very important. You have to understand that communicational skill I have. I understand that every single day I go and perform on the street, I go and do something very incredible, but I understand that what's important every single day is living a life that's worth your freedom. I understand when you have so much freedom today to give, you're going to go and give a nice beautiful public speaking performance every single day, and you're going to understand you're going to do it on the street alone. You have to, because what makes you so special? I thank you very much. Merry Christmas. I say Merry Christmas to you and your family. I say Happy New Year. I understand either way that what's important is understand that you must do it alone. I understand you must do it alone. You have to understand, I don't want to hold your hand. I don't want to hold your hand while you go throughout life. I want you to understand to go be responsible for yourself and live people only. I understand that if I hold your hand, I then have to walk the steps for you. I don't have to do that anymore, because guess what? I understand I walk my steps, you walk your steps, and understand that's how we go about life. But understand that what's important today is understand that most people would never like you, and most people would never love you, and most people will never be there for you. But understand who will. I will be there for you. I understand when I say I means that you must be there for you. I understand when I go and understand that for the next 72 years, I will be here giving that information that you need. I understand that's what I mean. I'll be here for the next 72 years and more, giving you that nice, beautiful information that you need. But understand, I'll give you far more than what you'll give me. But understand, I'll never be there for you walking your steps. I'll never walk your steps for you, because I walk my steps. You must walk your steps. Or else everybody must walk their steps, because that's what leadership does. I understand anybody who wants to be leading in terms of leadership today has to be a transformational leader, as John C. Maxwell says. And what is that? I mean, what is transformational leadership? I understand that it's a quality of respect for yourself, and it's also self-loving yourself every single day to transform your life into something magnificent, so that you can go and help people every single day to give more ideas, so that they understand how to help other people, and so that you go and create a nice beautiful chain effect every single day about your life. I understand that when you go and do that every single day and you create that nice beautiful persona about your attitude, and understand that every single day you must perform on the busking performance, and you must do it, because understand that it's something that's really going to give people quality of information every single day, and it's something that's going to, it's something that's going to boost your career. When you step up in front of a crowd in terms of public speaking, and you understand that either way, I see hundreds of thousands of people who can just see my name today. I understand that they see my name, so they may show up in my life in 5 years' time, or else in 10 years' time. I don't know. But what's important is that I keep growing without them. Because I understand I can grow. I can do that nice, beautiful growth skill. I'm a growth coach 007 type of guy. I understand when I understand 007, I understand I'm the James Bond of growth. I understand I grow everybody. I understand that's my username for Instagram before. I understand growth coach 007. But now it's Danny Milivojevic, because I go by my name. And now my name is something that is not Danny Milivojevic, but that's the label I put in terms of my code, in terms of where you can find me. But I understand that no matter what, that I never get confused about anything. I understand when I call you black nigger, or white nigger, or white shit, I mean, why do you get offended about that? I mean, why do you label yourself white shit? I mean, why do you label yourself nigger, or black person, or white person? I mean, I'm not white. I'm not black. I mean, my color of my skin is not white, man. I mean, it's not white. I mean, why do you label yourself that your skin is white? I mean, who told you that? I mean, who said that you're white? I mean, who said that your skin is white? I mean, come on. I mean, understand that. Who says your skin is black? I mean, that's you who is saying it. I mean, you're saying that your skin is black. Otherwise, I'm saying that my skin is not black or white. I'm not black, I'm not white. But if you understand that when somebody calls you black nigger, I mean, why do you get offended about yourself? I mean, why do you label yourself a black nigger? I mean, why? I mean, why do you have to be that? You just say to that person, hey man, I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm not from this world like Jesus Christ says. I mean, that's simple, huh? I mean, is that simple? I mean, you cannot label me in life. I mean, no matter what you're calling me in life, you cannot be racist towards me. You cannot do that because I understand that I don't know what that is. I don't know what racism is. I mean, if I call you a black nigger, I expect you to say something like, I mean, who said that my skin is black? I'm not white, I'm not black, I'm not black. I mean, my white skin is not white skin. I mean, I understand either way that you must understand to never label yourself anything in this life other than I love you. I understand that when I grow up much more, I understand I'm always looking for that nice, beautiful devotion. I understand when I devote myself every single day to my growth, I understand I walk the streets pumping my music so that everybody can see me. I understand I walk my trolley and I'm the newest classic in Sydney right now. I'm the newest class in terms of class. I understand I'm the A grade in terms of I grade, in terms of I plus. I plus is I. I mean, every single day, I understand I have the newest fashion trend. I understand it's really have your own trolley and come to busking and public speak. I mean, no matter where you are, I mean, just go do it in the park somewhere alone, but make sure you're doing your work. I mean, that's what gets me up every single night and every single morning and every single afternoon and every single day and every single year and every single month and every single week and every single hour and every single minute and every single decade and every single century. Because how many centuries are we living today? I mean, it's infinite. I mean, who says that 100 years is one century? I mean, come on. I mean, that's all a lie. I mean, you have to understand that. I mean, 1 century is 1 second. I mean, 1 century of life is 1 second in this world. I mean, how much is 1 millennial? I mean, they say that 1 millennial is more than 1 century. I mean, that's bullshit. I mean, they say 1 billion years is more than number 1. I mean, that's bullshit. You understand? I mean, guess what? I understand that centuries and millennials and decades and all this time is just this moment, and that's it. I mean, we are living infinite amount of time. I mean, we are living eternity. I mean, there's no describing how much we're living. I mean, you cannot say that this world is anything other than infinite possibility. I mean, do you understand me? I mean, this is not 100 years in the making. I mean, this is infinite. I mean, you have to understand that the dinosaurs died today. I understand that. I understand when the dinosaurs are here right now, and they're not dying in the past. I realize they didn't die back then. I realize they died today, because guess what? You have to understand that when you're lifting yourself and other people, you're actually not dying yourself. You have to understand to grow, baby. You have to understand that every single day you grow. You have to give those ideas every single day. You have to be professional. You have to be a public speaker. You have to be a leadership guru. You have to understand you have to go lift people every single day. I understand that when I do that all the time, I'm very confident in front of people now. I understand it's because of my communication skill. And now, because of my communication skill, I love to understand that I love to groom myself before I come to a busking performance. I love to have a shower. I love to watch some Netflix. I love to start my day with my nice, beautiful Instagram uploading. And then I understand to write some journaling down, to plan my day ahead, and to understand what will I eat today in terms of food and drink. And I understand no matter what, that I plan on the way back to my nice, beautiful hotel in terms of Q Space Hotel in Martin Place, Sydney, in terms of Chinatown. I understand either way, I make sure I plan my whole day forward, and I plan my whole week forward, and I plan my whole month forward, and my whole year forward. I'm always understanding what's happening 10 years ahead of time. I understand what's happening in the next 72 years in terms of my life. I just have to hang around with I today. I'm just going to be around myself. I mean, that's it. I don't have to go around anybody else. I understand that's very important for myself, because when I understand who am I meeting up with tomorrow and the next decade and the next years ahead, I understand it's really myself. I mean, I have no one else to call in terms of, I have nobody else to call but me in terms of my life, in terms of my I. I understand when I love you, I understand I really grow you, I understand I really go and give those ideas every single day, because I understand that what's important is everybody. I understand everybody's equal. I understand that when I go give that nice, beautiful performance every single day, I give the nice, beautiful attitude, I give the nice, beautiful quality. I understand it's really devotion. I mean, do you have a question? I mean, that's all right. I mean, every single day I love to speak with people on a microphone. I have another microphone every single day. I understand that if you ever want to join me or something like that, you're always welcome. I understand I'm always making sure I do something very important every single day to improve my lifestyle. So I understand that I just go and plan my lifestyle in on camera nice and beautifully, because I understand that what's important is an adjective. I understand when you're really an adjective in life, you're going to be smart, you're going to be making sure that everybody else is smart around you, you're going to make everybody an adjective in life, you're going to be using that grammar to understand how to communicate every single day on the camera. Because I understand you have to put yourself into a performance by looking at yourself in the mirror, but also making sure that you're growing, because when you're growing other people, it's really that you're growing yourself on camera and in front of people. I understand when you're just reading, you're yet to do it. You still have to do this. Otherwise, you're just making sure that I'm inspiring you right now to do this, because that's the only way you're going to grow, is when you step up and do it. I understand that's the difference. I understand otherwise it's very easy to listen to someone do it. I understand, but when you're doing it, it's a different aspect. And it's really that I'm reading you and what you're doing. You're doing something, you're just not doing what I'm doing. I understand everybody's doing what they're doing. I mean, they're doing a different aspect than you. I mean, I'm doing a different aspect than you. I'm doing a different aspect than them. I mean, everybody's doing something different. I mean, even the nice, beautiful flowers are doing something different than you today. I mean, everything's doing something. So even this floor is going to be doing this today. I mean, either way, that I understand that when you're doing something that's very important, I understand it's Jesus' work today. I understand it's really communication, because Jesus stands for communication. So being in front of people and teaching on the street sometimes. I mean, busking performance, I mean, that's Jesus Christ back in the days. I understand that's how it is. I understand that this is exactly like Jesus wants it. I mean, all his disciples are over here, and Jesus is just sitting here and teaching. I mean, how beautiful is that? I can just picture it in terms of life. I can understand that no matter what, that everything that you see today, you must be grateful for your life. You must be waking up, inspiring yourself every single day. I understand that I'm never inspired. I'm just inspiring. I have to be inspiring, because anything with an ing is a present word, but to be inspired is to be inspired backwards, because the ed is a past tense word. So never be inspired, just be inspiring. I mean, there's a big difference. So every single day I go talk it up. I make sure I talk it up in a way that is a present moment awareness. So I make sure I go back to the I for that. I make sure when I communicate, I do it differently every single time. And I make sure I use my body language while I'm really communicating, because I have to be aware of even what's happening behind I today, because I never understand that somebody may stab me or something. So either way, that it's very important to be aware about everything, and not just what's in front of you, but what's behind you as well. I understand that you may have lived your life, in terms of your life, maybe over some type of, I mean, of course you have, but either way, you may understand that you have a past and you have memories, and you have to understand that you have to also self-reflect upon those memories and those mistakes you made, so that you can go and teach people those mistakes, because that's what I'm doing here. I understand I've lived my life for about 28 years now. I understand that I'm still living my life. I still have to go and teach people what happened in the past in my life, because that's my story. I have to give that story into a camera. I understand I lived 28 years of my life. I have to give that story every single day, because tomorrow is a new story. I have to give that story again. I understand that for the week ahead of me, I have another 7 days to live, and then another 1 month ahead of me. I understand every single day I have to give my story. I have to give my story again, because I understand that every single day is something new and different. I understand that if you're not giving your story, then you're delaying it. So I understand that what's happening ahead of you is something that you have to plan, or what you're doing in the past is what you have to teach. I understand now you're teaching in the moment. I realize that all you have to teach now is your nice, beautiful database of vocabulary from how long you've lived life and what your story is from the past into this moment. So in that example, I have to teach my 28 years of life and what everything in terms of my life happened, so that I can teach you something about my life. And that's giving my story. So I give you an idea. About 13 years of age, I drove a bike across the nice, beautiful road, and a car hit me, and I was wearing no helmet, and I cracked my spine. And either way, I had some pain there for quite a while. I mean, these days I don't even lift anything anymore, because I understand now that you learn from my mistakes. I mean, that's what I mean by giving you a nice, beautiful story, so that people can go and give those ideas that you have also, so that they can be more inspirational through your story. Because I understand that now somebody out there is going to understand to never go and ride a bike across the road, because they understand I was hit by a car. By that, and I cracked my spine before in terms of my life, in terms of my eye. But I understand either way, that I just go live my life anyway, because now I understand I never have to work on 9 to 5, because I'm communicating more and more and more, because I'm digging for those ideas. And I realize when I dig for those ideas every single day, I'm always looking for a nice, beautiful dispute in terms of growth. I understand when I dispute you, and when I understand to debate you about something, I like to argue with you about growth. And now when I argue with you about growth, I'm really causing an effect here. And what kind of effect is it? I'm making sure that I listen to you. I understand that this is an argument right here. I understand it's an argument and it's a debate and who's going to win. But guess what? I realize that who wins is the one that's lifting up the most. I understand that you're lifting me by just listening to me, and I'm lifting you by just listening to you too. And that's called an argument in terms of a dispute, in terms of growth, in terms of I understand that when I love you, I understand that's really an argument to say I love you. I understand you have to go back to the I anyway, and understand that either way, that when I go and grow myself every single day, and I look at you and I connect with you every single day on a regular basis, I understand that I'm always having to grow you. I understand that when I grow you, I don't want to waste your time. I want to give you as much as I can. But I understand that I set up a nice, beautiful composure here, and I understand that I only speak to people in the 1 meter rule. So I have a nice, beautiful radius, which is a nice, beautiful, invisible, let's say, barrier around me that says I only speak to other people when I'm 1 meter away from them in terms of my IQ rule, in terms of my 1 meter rule, because I understand that now I can speak to you. But let's say that you went away and then you contact me online. I realize that I do have a helpline, but I realize if nobody contacts me on that helpline, I'll never speak to you. I understand that's why I have an Instagram, but I understand that either way, I call it the 1 meter rule. I call it the 1 meter rule because I never speak to people online unless they go to one little specific spot to contact me. And I realize I have my Instagram, I have an Instagram bio link, and I say free service line. And I realize nobody else contacts me on that. I understand now I can do it myself. I don't have to do them. I understand that's even better for me in terms of my life because I deserve something more. But I understand that since you're in the 1 meter rule here, I always will speak to you. I understand that's something that I use all the time. I make sure I'm always using that nice, beautiful schedule. I'm always making sure I have that nice, beautiful composure and regularity to understand that anything that's original is your own words. You must understand to go and give that nice, beautiful courage to everybody every single day and motivate yourself to live life to the best of your intent. So make sure that you're always understanding how to lose more of what you have in terms of giving. So understand that when you're giving something, you're never losing it, but you're understanding that if you need to lose weight or if you need to be losing weight or anything, you just make sure that you go and learn about that and learn about your life and learn about how it is to be a vegan or anything that you're interested in terms of your life, because you have to be interested about your life in all mannerisms. You have to understand that all ideas is something that you give. So I'm always giving you those ideas. I'm never taking away from you. I'm making sure that every single day that you have a nice, beautiful performance from me. So come and check out my Instagram at Danny Milivojevic, Instagram and YouTube channel. I understand I have a business card as well. I'll give you my business card. I understand that's why you guys go to Officeworks here in Australia and you give yourself a nice, beautiful business card. I will just make sure I'll give you this over here. I thank you very much. I thank you. I thank you very much. I am very inspired by you. I understand that when I go and really lift my life, I'm always going to inspire you even more, because I understand that anything that's inspiring, I understand it's really that you understand that you go and really give them your nice, beautiful business card. But what's important is make sure that you go and really improve yourself, because that's what connection is. I understand connection is just give those ideas every single day. I believe in that. I believe in you. I thank you. I believe in you because I understand more. I understand that no matter what, that when I believe in you guys, I understand I believe in everybody much more. I understand I really go and dwell in a nice, beautiful communication signal with everybody, but have that nice, beautiful business card to give people, and even put them on the floor here, and understand that somebody may want to just come and pick one up. I mean, understand that it's just something extra that you can do, because other people understand that they have my nice, beautiful Instagram over here, but you just put your business cards on the floor like that, and understand either way that somebody can come and grab it from you either way, and understand that what's important is you're giving extra. And understand to have yourself some portraits. So today, I didn't have a chance really to go straight away to the Officeworks, because I understand that I'm here doing my nice, beautiful performance over here. I understand when I do my performance over here, I understand it's much more important to give you the knowledge than to go and get those nice, beautiful, let's say, portraits. Or I understand that around right now, that when I go and do that, I understand I really do this first, and then I can go and do something else on the side that's really going to help promote myself in terms of my eye. Because I understand that what's important is giving that knowledge every single day, and understanding that what's beautiful today must be you. I understand that when you're beautiful and you're more beautiful than yesterday, you will accumulate that nice, beautiful attitude for yourself, because that's the discipline. I realize now, my discipline is something I never go back on. I never go back on, let's say, anything that's my discipline. So what's my discipline today? I stay away from KFC, McDonald's, and Subway, and processed food, and restaurant food. I mean, now, when I stay away from it, I stay away from it. I never go there. I mean, now, as long as I never go there, in terms of all my disciplines like that. I mean, either way, I have more disciplines than that. Thank you very much. I understand I have thousands of disciplines. I have thousands of them. I mean hundreds of thousands of business, in terms of, I have hundreds and thousands of business in terms of disciplines. And now I stay away from all those areas of life. And now how do I understand to go and see all those disciplines? Because I write it down in what you never do. I say what you never do in my journal, and I write a whole list of bunch of reasons for what not to do in life. And I stay away from that, totally. And I live by those disciplines and requirements, and that's why my journal, in terms of my writing journal, helps me so much. I understand when some spit is accumulating in your mouth while you're speaking, I mean, just have a little pause to really reflect upon swallowing that spit for yourself so that you go and speak better. Because if spit is, let's say, accumulating in your mouth while you're speaking in terms of a microphone or in front of people, you're more likely to spit at other people then. Because either way, swallow the spit so that you don't spit at other people. I mean, do you understand? I mean, when I have a lot of water in my mouth, I mean, how can you speak with a lot of water in your mouth? So swallow the water and then speak. I mean, otherwise you have to spit the water out. I mean, otherwise, understand that no matter what you're doing today must be compulsory for yourself to grow. You must understand that what's compulsory today is something that's really existing, but understanding that you must be consistent in what you're doing. I mean, understand that when you're compulsory today to live life, you understand every single day to go and grow up. You understand every single day to go and persuade somebody to go do something greater every single day, because it's about professionalism, and a mannerism is professionalism. So anything that's looking greater and feeling more professional and developing thyself every single day in terms of your eye, I mean, you're developing your eye every single day. You have to understand communication is the only way to really look better, and communication is the only way to give an idea, and communication is the only way to live life. So understand to go and be a communicationalist every single day, and be communicational about what you're doing every single day in a different format, but go and be more inspiring like I am every single day, because I understand when I go and really dwell, and it's been 48 hours since I even gave a busking performance, but I'm so much more inspiring now than ever before, because I understand I cannot wait to do this again. I cannot wait to go and do my next nice, beautiful public speaking performance here again. I understand because I am here now, but I understand that I cannot wait for something greater, because I understand that if I have to wait for it, I then have to understand that I then die. Because I never die, I understand I never have to wait for it in the first place. I just go and do it, and I just go enjoy this moment now. I enjoy this moment because what's to happen in 10 years' time is something that's not important. I understand that what's important now is growing thyself to be 10 times greater in 10 years' time than this moment. I mean, do you understand? So either way, I understand that each and every single year, I'll level up. And I'll level up. I'll level up every single day. And every single day, I have small goals. I have small goals I have to achieve. So what are my small goals? I mean, I have to groom and shower before I come here. I have to. I don't like to come here without brushing my teeth. I mean, it feels dirty for me to come and do a public speaking performance without brushing my teeth. I mean, I have to do it every single day before I get here. So I feel cleaner. So I feel much more preoccupied in terms of my eye, so that I love myself much more. I have to understand I have to get some rest before I come here. I have to get some energy up. I have to eat something sometimes. I sometimes come here without eating as well, because I feel hungrier to do my performance. So either way, understand that if you're doing something in terms of boxing or violence or something like that, you have to understand that it's not a sport. It's not a sport to hurt other people. And anything that is competing with you in terms of money, in terms of plastic money, you have to understand that's not the way to go. Person, now understand that what's the best way to understand that your life must make anything of your life come true is the way that you're giving ideas every single day. I understand that when I go give you ideas, I understand that I am now much more than yesterday, because I give so much more than I ever have before. I understand when I give you so much more, I always have more on the plate. I always understand that when I go all in on what I have, I understand that either way, I do it in Jesus Christ's name. I understand that when I go and gamble on something, I gamble on giving. I make sure that my poker today is my nice, beautiful communication skill, where I give you all my cards. I give you my poker skills. I give you my cigarettes. I give you my everything in terms of my giving right now. I'm giving you that. I'm giving you my alcohol. I'm giving you my poison. I'm giving you my speaking up. I'm giving you my nice, beautiful ideas. I'm giving you my negativity right now. I'm giving you my serial killer tendencies to understand that I'll give you that nice, beautiful information. To understand that what's important is I'm giving you the communication. I'm giving you that communication. So no matter what I do, as long as I give you, I'm never taking away from you. I understand I'll give you the nice, beautiful persuasion technique right now that you can go and give it right now. I mean, go give your cigarettes to somebody and understand to never take it back. I mean, go give your nice, beautiful alcohol to somebody and understand to never take it back. I mean, either way, go and give your cigarettes and throw them in the rubbish, and throw your cigarettes and alcohol in the rubbish. But don't give it to somebody either. I mean, don't give cigarettes and don't give alcohol and drugs to other people, because I understand the police love to do that. I understand the police stand for that. I mean, the police stand for today that you go and drink alcohol and that you go do drugs. I mean, that's what the police loves you to do. I understand the politics today love you to go and gamble your life away in the casinos, and they love for you to waste your plastic money, and they love for you to go and do drugs, and they love for you to go and kill yourself as well, because they're giving you drugs. I'm not giving you drugs. I realize that's not my law. I understand that's not Jesus' law either, to give you drugs. I understand that's somebody evil who does that. I understand they make plastic money and they make you work for it. I understand either way, you go and create your own machine in terms of plastic money and go and print your own plastic money today and you'll be in jail. I realize now, either way, understand that it's not about plastic money in the first place. I understand it's about living life. But let's say that no matter what you're doing is, understand this, that if you want a better world today, I mean, get rid of the stock market in terms of what's happening with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I mean, let's just remove it, because that's a bullshit facade. And understand the cryptocurrencies and all that plastic money diversions is all bullshit. So let's remove all the plastic money from this world, and let's understand this, that when you're living life, I realize we live it for free, and we don't live it because of plastic money, and we don't work with plastic money. I realize we work to increase our skills now, because I understand that what's important is understanding that when you're really required of yourself to go and give the best performance of yourself, I understand it's because you have a skill set and not because you have plastic money. I didn't come here because I have plastic money, man. I came here because I have a heart. I came here to give you my heart. I didn't come here to give you plastic money. I understand now, because I'm giving you my heart here, I'm giving you my attitude, I'm giving you a nice, beautiful skill set here. I'm not giving you plastic money though. I'm giving you something better. I'm giving you an attitude. I'm giving you something of a performance and a recommendation of what you must be doing in a way that I go do it first, so that you can see how I do it, so that then you can be inspirational in your life, so that you can go and do it yourself. I understand that when I go and be much more inspirational, I don't have to give you plastic money. I'll give you that nice, beautiful idea about how to make it. I understand that's what's important. But when a homeless man comes up to me and says, $3 please, I mean, I'll give you my business card right here. I mean, I have 600 hours of ideas on how to make $3. I mean, do you understand? I mean, I have 600 hours of ideas and more. I mean, hours. I mean, either way, check out my YouTube channel and Instagram, and you'll find out that if you ever need my business card, you can come here and get it. I understand either way that what's important is understand that I'm worth more than $3 that you asked for. I'm worth more than the money you asked for. I mean, when you ask for information, I'll give you everything. I mean, if you ask me for information about anything, I'll give it to you. I'll give you the best way to solve your problems. I understand I'll always solve your problems. I mean, anytime you want me to solve your problems, I'll solve them. I love you that much. But if you ask me for $1 million in terms of plastic money, or $1 in plastic money, I'll never give it to you. I'll give you my nice, beautiful business card to solve your problems. I'll solve your problems because I understand that's more important than the plastic money. I mean, do you understand? I'll never give you plastic money. I'll never give you my Ferrari. I'll never give you my real estate. I'll never give you my anything of this world in terms of plastic. I'll give you everything in wisdom only. I'll give you wisdom. I promise you, that's everything. I promise you, I'll give you those ideas every single day. I understand that's the abundance that I give. I understand when I give the abundance every single day, I look at the crowd and I'm much more spontaneity every single day. I'm much more spontaneous in my life to understand that when I go and speak communication skills every single day, I do it differently, and I make sure to go and really look at the crowd, but I understand I have a nice beautiful feng shui over here. I understand I really change that nice beautiful composure like that. I understand when I go and do that, I look at this crowd. I look at this crowd. I understand either way, you can go and change. You can go and change your arm. You can go and change your arm this way. I mean, either way, you must understand that what you're doing is you're changing, but you're using your body posture to change and look at the crowd and give them a thumbs up. I understand when you're really fast about communication, you will get into a better place. I mean, the grass is greener to those who communicate more. Because if you're not communicating more, I realize then you're dead. I mean, how are you going to understand anything in life without communicating more? I realize if you communicate more, you will understand how to be more than anybody in terms of life, and understand Gary Vaynerchuk, for example, will go on social media and teach you everything in terms of social media. So that's something that you can do. Understand that when you go and do something every single day to even promote other people, I mean, promote your enemies as well. I mean, if you hate somebody, I mean, promote him in a, just go and promote him in the camera and say, this is why you feel that you must promote them, and speak about them in a nice way in a video and say, this is what they did to me, but this is why I love them. I mean, that guy hates me because he wants other people to bash me, but I love him to give him some ideas today in my video camera because he can find me on YouTube today. I mean, isn't that nice? I mean, that's so beautiful. That when people who hate you for one reason, and it's because you're more successful than them. I understand that when you're looking at somebody in terms of life, in a way that you're jealous or that you don't have as much success as that individual, you have to become that individual then. I thank you. I understand that, I realize whatever you want to achieve in life, you have to understand, you have to go to that individual who has it first. I realize now, who do I have to go to every single day so that I can do this? I go to Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm here because of Jesus Christ. I'm not here because of anybody else. I mean, do you understand? I mean, without Jesus Christ, I mean, how can I perform? I mean, how can I have the nice, beautiful discipline of Jesus Christ then? I understand that Jesus Christ has disciplines. I understand he has a story. I understand I read his story every single day, and because of him, I can stand up and I can give the story of God, and I can go and elaborate on what Jesus says and teach you about that. But without Jesus, I mean, how can I really step up and do a performance? I mean, how can I really live my life? I mean, I need that Bible. I need the story of Moses. I need the story of Jesus Christ. I need the story of God. I need to believe in something. I need to believe in that. Because what is the Bible? I realize the Bible is information. And that's what God wants you to believe in. I realize God wants you to believe in that information more. I realize God wants you to believe in the information more. Because if you don't understand the Bible, you have to understand, then you have to read it more. I realize if you don't understand something, you have to understand it first. I mean, don't understand anything other than growth today. Understand that when you're going and growing yourself every single day, know your I. I mean, know the I perspective. I love you. Understand when I go and communicate that every single day, I look at the Bible for answers. I understand yesterday, I asked myself a question and I said, what will Jesus do in this situation of, let's say, performing in a nice, beautiful scenario where I may be doing something? I understand either way, when I do something every single day to go and perform, and I do something that's nice and beautiful every single day to go and live my life to the fullest, I understand I'm always much more important. I thank you very much. I understand, I just really understand that I go and really give that nice, beautiful information of everything. I mean, everything means I go give the idea, I go give that skill set, I go give the business quality, and I do it with or without you. But I understand that what's important is I need Jesus Christ to live my life. I need Jesus Christ to live my life because I don't know anybody else who's better than Jesus today. I understand either way that when I go and know my I today, I know my I can be better than anything. I know my I is something much more. I understand that when I go and know my I only, I then can become much greater than Jesus Christ. I understand now, if you understand that, for example, my grandfather and my grandfathers and also in terms of my grandmothers and my ancestors, I understand my family as well, I realize they're walking throughout life without knowing their I, in terms of I love you. I realize now, imagine one letter. I mean, imagine one letter in the dictionary, which is I. I love you. I, for the word I love you. I mean, just know that. I mean, don't know anything else except the I. But understand that when you know your I, you shall prevail more. I mean, if you don't know the I, then keep coming back to I love you. I love you. I mean, do you understand how to say I love you? I mean, then you know your I. I mean, now use the I symptom every single day. I love you because I understand that I is everything. I understand I understand that's a twinkle, twinkle, little star. But I understand that I just teach it. I teach that nice, beautiful melody because I is the only vocal. I mean, I is the I plus. I'll never give you an A plus, sir. I'll give you an I plus. I love you. I mean, you're worth all the love in the world. I understand either way that I never give other people an A minus or A plus or F or D or something like that. I understand they do that in high school, but I give everybody the one lesson of life. I understand that, say everybody is my student here. I understand either way, I go and write in one class of I here. I respect. I mean, do you guys know your I today? I mean, you say, I know my I. I mean, you guys are free to go and qualify for something greater now, because I understand that everything that's in high school today and public school is everything that's bullshit. I understand that what's not bullshit is Jesus Christ and His information. And I understand every single day that what people are teaching in the high schools and the universities today is just to rob you of plastic money. Because I understand you need your plastic money to live life. But I understand what you need more is information than plastic money. Otherwise now, when I give you 1 billion ideas, you'll make $1 billion. But if I give you $1 billion in plastic money and you have no ideas, you will lose all the money that you have.
What's the value you say, I love you? What's the value of $1 million?
You're asking, what's the value of giving your dollars?
What's the value of $1 million and I love you?
Alright, now the value of the $1 million and the I love you is the $1 million is I say I love you. Understand? That's it. I mean, understand that's the attitude.
It's all the perspective, isn't it? Or not?
I mean, it's not about plastic money. I mean, it's about perspective. It's about perspective, as you're saying.
It's more than $1 million, isn't it?
I mean, what is the best aspect of life is I love you. I mean, eyes first. But understand that's all the money in the world.
Where's the love coming from?
I mean, the love comes from you. And the love comes from I first. And then I love you. I understand when you say, when I say I love you, I have love to give.
Love comes from the God first. It comes to you.
I can say,
And then it's spread out.
I can say love comes from within you and not other people. I mean, love, I have love to give you, but don't expect it from me. I mean, expect it from yourself to give me love.
That's from there. You need the love.
I can say as long as you're living life, you have love in you. I mean, as long as you're walking this life, you still have love to give. But if you're not living this life now, you then have no more love to give, but you're still in eternity with Jesus Christ. I promise you either way, that everybody who's walking today, no matter how much they hate you, and no matter how much they cause you violence, I promise you they still love you. I promise you they still love you, but they're just sick to hit you, or else they're sick to cause you violence. I understand that what must withstand this world is I first, and Jesus says don't cut your eye out, because I means I love you, and not the eyes. I understand. I understand. I understand.
I believe. We can believe a book. I believe.
You come here and talk with me on the microphone.
Bible, Quran, Torah, whatever. It's a book of the God man.
I understand.
We have to believe on that. We have to spread it to everybody.
I mean, the Quran and all this nice, beautiful Muslim stuff is also what Jesus teaches every single day. I mean, it's all the same thing, but understand information is more, and you have to have more of that information.
Not carrying it because when you say love comes from the God man.
I mean, love is so powerful, but love is the information I'm giving you now. I don't need to touch you to love you. I can just give you the idea. I just give you the idea. I mean, some people come here, I mean, they want to shake my hand. I say, I don't want to shake your hand, man. I love you anyway. I love you anyway. I love you. I mean, why do you want to touch me? I love you. Or as they say, and why don't you want to touch me? I say, I don't want to touch you because I don't want to kill you. I love you so much, I don't want to touch you. I mean, I still love you. I still give you 600 hours of ideas. I understand. I understand the love comes from inside. Otherwise, there's nothing outside in the world. Otherwise, now, anything that you see outside is not otherwise, everything that's outside is happening inside. Otherwise, you respect yourself first and then other people. I mean, you don't respect other people first, because otherwise you lose respect for yourself. You first, I first. I have to love myself first to love you. Otherwise, I understand. I understand when I love you, I give you more love. And that's how life is. I mean, other people don't want to give you love, but they want to hit you. I thank you. I have my business card here. I mean, come check out my YouTube channel and my Instagram. I thank you. I thank you, boss. I thank you. I thank you. I have a nice, beautiful way and understanding of life that I understand that no matter what, that this gentleman over here is motivating me to keep going and to keep speaking around the crowd here, because I understand that my communication skills is above that level now. I understand now people want me to come and speak in front of people. I understand either way, I want to do that, because I understand that 48 hours without public speaking in front of people is something crazy. I mean, it's something that I can realize something now, to understand I have to do it. I have to do it every single 24 hours. I have to be here doing some public speaking on the street. I mean, I don't care where I am. I have to be doing my video content the most. I have to be doing my work because I'm so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about giving that nice, beautiful attitude that I have, because attitude is more than plastic money. And I understand now that if you want to achieve anything in your life, achieve attitude first. In terms of have a greater attitude first. The attitude will get you all the money in the world. When you have the nice, beautiful criteria to speak all the words in the dictionary, that's everything. Just make sure that you're learning and growing your attitude. When you're really doing that every single day, otherwise now, understand when you're doing a nice, beautiful vocabulary every single day, and you're really growing that vocabulary, I promise you it's so professional, and it will make you look great, and it will help you to increase your whatever you're doing. I promise you, either way, understand that money is in the words, and money is not in the plastic money. Otherwise, plastic money is just the result of nice, beautiful vocabulary that you have. I promise you now, plastic money is not the result, but what is the result is the knowledge on how to make it. Otherwise now, when you make it, you make not just the plastic money, you make a greater lifestyle, you make better health, you make better spirituality, you make better interests, you make a better travel, you go around the world traveling, you give ideas, you understand every single day that you can overcome anything as long as you have the knowledge to do so. So how do I get this knowledge? I give it from the Bible, I give it from the world around me in terms of my life and how much I've lived my life in terms of my eye. And I understand that when I give my story every single day, I'm always performing that nice, beautiful attitude. I understand I lived 28 years of my life. I have something to teach you about that. I have nice, every single day, I have a story. I understand for the next 24 hours in the next section, I understand every single day we have 24 hours. I understand every single day, I go 24 hours into 1 hour video. I simplify and I teach you my 24-hour day every single day. I talk about my story every single day for the next 72 years. Because every single day I have 24 hours. For the next 72 years, because I'll be 100 years of age at that age. I understand either way, I simplified 24 hours of ideas into 1 hour video. I understand that is something incredible, but if you're not doing that, you're missing out on your life, and you're not talking about your life then. But understand that is why I get up on YouTube and create a nice, beautiful YouTube channel, and that's why I have over 600 hours of speaking about my story. I have over 600 hours. Come and check out my business card. I have a nice, beautiful Instagram as well, and my YouTube channel is at Danny Milivojevic, but understand that every single day I make sure I give those ideas. I realize when you go on my Instagram today, you find fashion photos. I have over 12,000 photos on Instagram of myself. 12,000. How many photos do you have of yourself on Instagram? Understand what's the quality there and what am I really showing you right here. Otherwise, if you have 10 photos of yourself on Instagram and I have 12,000 of myself, otherwise, who's more inspirational? Let's just be honest. Do you understand? You have to level me, and you have to do 12,000 photos of yourself. Do you understand that? Because why do you want to take less photos of yourself than me? Why don't you want to make 20,000 photos of yourself and let me have 12,000 photos of myself? Do you understand why my nice, beautiful fashion modeling on Instagram is something that you have to check out? Because you have to start doing that now. I understand that many people go on my Instagram now and see 12,000 photos, but in 10 years' time, I realize I'll have 60,000 photos of myself. I realize in 30 years' time, I realize over the course of 72 years, I have 1 million photos of myself. Every single day I post 60 photos into my Instagram feed and 100 photos into my story every single day about just my face because I love myself so much. How many photos of your day do you post of yourself on Instagram? I post 100 photos of myself in my Instagram stories every single day. It's so easy. Go check out my ideas. But understand the nice, beautiful difference here is understand that if you have 10 photos of yourself and I have 1 million photos of myself, I'm more successful than you in loving myself. I promise you, it's that simple. I love myself more than you then because I have 1 million photos of myself and you have 10 photos of yourself. Do some more photos of yourself and you understand how to love yourself. That's how it is. There's no lying there. If I have 600 hours of videos on YouTube and you don't even have a YouTube account and you think you know everything already, come on. You have to understand, I already give 600 hours more than you. I give 600 hours of these ideas. That's why I'm much more successful. I'm 600 times much more successful. So understand that's why you need a YouTube channel. I understand either way, I make sure that every single day, I'm always performing, I'm always outperforming, I'm always making sure that those around me have what they deserve. I understand you can grab my business card, you can grab my nice beautiful Instagram, and understand to persuade yourself to go and learn. I understand when I go and learn every single day, I love to yearn. And when I love to yearn, I love to grow you. I understand when I grow you, baby, I understand that's why you're going to be a miracle in your life. Understand, when you go and really understand what a miracle is, you are the miracle. You are still living. You are the passion of Christ. You have to understand that every single day you're living life, you still have love to give. I promise you, when you have love to give, you'll give me some love. I mean, I need you to give me some love, because if you don't give me some love today, you're then dead. You're dying then. I understand that if you don't give love in this world, you are then finished. I understand that if you don't give love, you're somebody who is resolute in a way that you're done in this life, and that's it. I mean, I need you to give more of that love that you have. I need you to walk more of life. I need you to go walk everything, and walk it and understand to experience life much greater. I understand when you experience life much greater, you understand why it's so much more in terms of life, where you can be so much more. You can understand that every single day I show up here to get some results, and I get some results really quickly because I go and really connect with myself. I connect with myself, and even though I have this kind of crowd now, I understand in 10 years time though. I understand in 10 years time, I keep it up. I promise you I'll have a bigger crowd than this. I'll grow myself. Otherwise, if you guys don't give me a crowd, I don't need you. I don't need you guys at all. I love my work anyway. I don't need you and your 1 billion crowd if you don't want to give it to me. I thank you. I understand, I don't need your promotion if you don't want to show me around. I promise you, it's that simple. I'll show you around all day long. I promise you, if you don't want to show me around, otherwise it's because you don't want to show yourself around. I understand, if you don't want to give me love, otherwise it's because you're not giving yourself love. I'll give you all the love in the world, but I'll never give you plastic money. I'll never help you in terms of plastic money. I don't need to give you plastic money, because something of plastic money is so that I do my business with that. I go grab $100,000 of plastic money, and even though the homeless man may ask me for $1 of plastic money, I'll never give it to him. Because while I'll give it to him, I'll give him the nice, beautiful business card. Because the business card has 1 billion hours of ideas. I'll give him that because that's all, that's worth more than $1 in plastic money or what he's asking for. I understand that every single day I go give those ideas, I build up my nice beautiful resume, which is my YouTube channel, and also my nice beautiful Instagram. And when you go on my landing page, which is my Instagram, check it out, my business card right here. You have to get it. I understand I'll teach you so much. I understand every single day I'm a fashion model. I love myself so much. I understand every single day I'm always giving that nice beautiful love because I'm like that passionate dog. I understand I have the nice beautiful tail going. I thank you. I understand that when I do that every single day, I go and understand to be much more passionate about my life. I understand when I really understand what I'm doing every single day, I'll go and really understand my vocabulary every single day. I'll go and really understand how to really dwell in what I need to do. I understand when you really want to do something, you're really going to be much more when you love your life. I realize when you love your life, you understand how to perform it. You understand how to do it. You understand how to really understand yourself. I realize you understand to know thyself. I realize you'll know your I. And to know thyself is I love you. I understand I first is how you know yourself. I first, I understand every single one of my sentences starts with my I or you or question. And that's my IUQ rule. I understand either way, I just make sure that I get up on the street and I learn something each and every single time. But I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun being in front of an audience and being in front of a crowd because I understand it's not about who is more successful, but it's about how successful are you comparing with other people. Alright, now, when you ask yourself, how about this? When you compare yourself with other people, you just make sure that you're giving more than other people. Otherwise, when I give 600 hours more than you, I'm 600 times better than you. It's that simple. There's no excuses about life, but understand that if I lived anywhere, let's say after Jesus, let's just say 2-3 centuries after Jesus, or in terms of the typewriters, in terms of when they have the typewriters, I understand that I am definitely that individual who gets that typewriter and starts to really type all day long on that nice old typewriter, and you put the paper on it and you start to type. And you put the Bible on the, you put the Bible on the table and you start to type. Because either way, you have to learn something. I understand I'm that individual. But understand that in Hercules times, what you can do is do what Jesus is doing. Get your own disciples and all that. But understand that Hercules times and all those Roman emperor times, I promise you, they have no Jesus Christ back then because I understand that they just want to kill people in the Colosseum. I understand that 400,000 people died in that Colosseum. But understand that you must educate yourself every single day. You must be a student of life. I understand when you stand up here, I'll be your student. I promise you, that's how it is. I understand we exchange services every single day. I understand that, for example, Jesus Christ will stand right here and 12 or 14 or 50 disciples will stand and watch Jesus teach something. promise you, that's how it is. I promise you. Then Jesus will say, who wants to speak up next? And then a disciple will come here and speak about their story. And then, let's just exchange that story, please. Who else wants to give their story? Get up on the microphone and get your YouTube channel going, and then start doing it on the street. It's that simple. That's what you have to do every single day. You have to grow thyself. You have to understand to look at people in the eye. You look at in the eye. You look him in the eye, and not in the eyes. You look at them in terms of her or him. You look him in the eye, which is the I love you. When you look people in the eyes, you don't look at them in the eyes. You never look at them in the eyes. You look at them in the eye. The eye in terms of I love you. When I look at you two, I look at you in the eye. I look at the eye, love you. I understand it's very simple to look at my eye first, because I understand everybody's one eye today. I understand everybody's one. I don't understand that there's two people there. I understand that it's just I today. I understand you guys are my eye. I thank you. And that's it. I realize that when I say you guys are my eye, I understand I love you. That kind of eye. You are my eye. Everything is my eye today. I understand that everything that I see today is my letter I. Everything is just that. I understand everybody has that letter I in them. I understand the letter I is so small that I can put it here and try to kick it, and I am still here. Because I understand I is very strong, and I cannot be destroyed. I can never be destroyed, because I understand that if you try to destroy something, you just never destroy yourself. You just make sure you're growing. You make sure that you're always much more predictable in terms of growth. You understand every single day. You must educate yourself on Google. I have over 600 hours of video content teaching this kind of content every single day in front of a crowd. And I understand that either way, that when I go and do something much more important every single day, I'm going to give you that nice, beautiful knowledge that you need about losing weight, or becoming vegan, or becoming healthier, or increasing your muscle, or public speaking, or doing some nice, beautiful YouTube channel and business skills and marketing and promotion, and understanding how to love thyself and Instagram and social media and influencing. I understand every single day I'm doing something very important to go and teach your life something incredible. I understand when I do that every single day, you always have to be much more than yesterday. You have to understand I have my business card here. I understand every single day I'm doing something more fashionable. I understand every single day I'm doing something, I thank you. I understand every single day I'm always doing something that's really important. I understand when I go and be much more important than yesterday, I'm always loving more, I'm giving more. I'm really developing that nice, beautiful attitude, because I'd rather give you my attitude than give you $1 plastic. One plastic dollar will give you nothing. I'd rather give you my attitude than give you $1 billion in terms of my plastic money. I understand either way that what's important is not plastic money, but my attitude. I understand that attitude is much more something that you can develop, because you don't work on developing the outside world and what's printed in terms of money today, in terms of the printing of money. I understand when you're printing money today, you're not printing plastic money, you're printing wisdom. You're printing the ideas. You're giving those ideas, and you're producing the ideas every single day. And you're your own facility. You're your own warehouse. You're your own producer. You're your own music guru. You are your own faculty. You are your own scientist. You are your own philosopher. You have to give that every single day in a camera. You have to get up in front of a camera, and you have to be giving those ideas about your warehousing and your faculty and your nice, beautiful star-like quality that you have inside of you. You have a star in you. You have to understand to expose that nice, beautiful star that you have every single day. You have to understand to do that in front of a crowd sometimes, because if you want to be a star, you have to expose it first. And to do that, you have to be in front of a crowd more and more and more. And that's how people who are actors are so, let's say, famous, because they have to go in front of a crowd and sign signatures. Because other people want their signatures, because guess what? You have to be in front of a crowd to do that. Whatever you're doing, today you're in front of a crowd. It's the same thing as public speaking. It's that one step. It's just one step to be able to public speak. Understand that if you have a passion today, it must be you. Understand when you have something that's really quality, or that you have to give, you have to understand it's really your life story is something you have to give. You have to give that life story. But I give that life story every single day. I give it every single day because I have 24 hours in my day, and I go and really summarize 24 hours into 1 hour. I understand every single day I do that. I go and perform and outperform myself to really grow. And when I do that, I'm always understanding that no matter what, I have a conscious right to understand that anything that's right or wrong, I grow from. I grow from everything. I deserve the best. I understand when I give you the best of the best, you always deserve it. I understand when I don't give the best of the best, I didn't deserve better. I deserve to give you the best of the best. I deserve to give you my best performance all the time. You have to give me your best performance. I expect that from you. I expect the best performance from everybody, because I do that myself. I do it myself. So if I'm kind, I expect you to be kind to me. I expect you to be kind, because that's how I am. I expect you like that. But if I was violent, I understand then I would expect you to be violent. But understand, I never would. I'm never violent. I understand either way, that what's important is speak in present tense and not past tense, because anything that's past tense theory is not action oriented and is not doing anything in the present moment in terms of life, in terms of your I. So understand either way that when you're really going back to the I, you're straight away in the present moment, because I is something that follows you back into this moment. So understand to use I love you. I mean, understand that you must communicate with the IUQ rule. I understand I use that every single day, and it's my one principle that really helps me grow. I understand I just stick to 3 words. I stick to 3 words. I stick to these 3 words. I stick to I stick to you, I stick to questions. I understand that. I ask questions. I use the you in action. I use the I factor, and that's that. I mean, it's that simple, and there's no other better way than to say that. But understand that Jesus may use, don't use your I in terms of don't cut your I. I mean, Jesus says don't cut your I and always use your I. I understand the I simplified from the IUQ rule is I only. I mean, anything that you want, you can just speak your I then. I mean, just speak the I. I mean, start every sentence with I and end it with I. I now. I now. I now. Understand that either way, I speak all the time with my I then. I just speak every single time by giving you that nice idea. I understand that's what builds my confidence. I understand when I go back to my I again, I really understand how to develop myself in my nice beautiful I. I understand either way, I start my nice beautiful I again and I end it with my I again. I understand no matter what, that when I start my I again, I make sure that you understand your I. I understand now, I'm really connecting those sentences with my I. I understand now, it's really how you understand how to use your own I. I understand now, that's communication. I understand every single day, I go and really communicate and communicate and communicate and communicate. I do it more often. I do it more often because I have to grow. I understand that anybody who's a public speaker today or is growing is understanding that they must read more and they must be more and they must give more of their heart, because if you want to be something more, you have to give more. You have to give more of those ideas. I mean, you're passionate about something. I mean, are you passionate about something? You can do it on the microphone. I mean, is it worth it to do it on the microphone about your passion? I mean, of course it is. So why aren't you doing it? I mean, why aren't you getting up on the microphone now and doing it? I mean, if you're so passionate about your job right now, I mean, why don't you get up on the microphone and do it? I mean, go teach us how it is to do that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, teach something. I mean, teach something about your life, because that's how it is. I mean, it's your life and you're doing it, so teach it. I mean, that's how it is. I teach warehousing. I teach everything. I teach every single time. Even what I hate, I teach. I teach what I hate too, because then I learn to love what I do. I understand what I love to do is teach. So if you teach what you hate, you never hate it at all. You never hate what you teach, because you're teaching it. You're making it your passion. Otherwise, that if you hate something, otherwise most people never teach what they hate. Otherwise, most people never even teach nothing. I mean, now because you guys don't teach, otherwise that's why you'll never be successful like Jesus, because Jesus is a teacher. I understand Jesus loves to teach everybody, because Jesus understands that when Jesus grows up, I understand Jesus doesn't need anything else other than I. And that's that. Otherwise, I is a symptom of life. I mean, I is everything that you need to communicate with. So why do you need to read books today? I mean, why do you need anything else in terms of life except I? I mean, I is all you need. So that's where you start first. You start with I, and you say I today, and really understanding that no matter what, I'll give my story, I'll give a nice beautiful performance. I understand this is what happened just yesterday. I mean, just start your performance. And that's so simple to do, but most people have no confidence and no courage to be able to even speak up. And understand that everybody has courage to some extent to speak up. But other people, let's say most people on the planet, don't have the courage to be on a microphone to speak up. I mean, that's different, because you're speaking up right now. For sure, everybody's speaking up that's walking around me today. You're still speaking up, but you're just speaking up in a way that you're just walking. I'm speaking up on the microphone. I realize that's different. I understand now there's a big difference. I understand when I go and really understand my quality of performance, I understand I go and speak on the microphone more so that I learn how to. I still have to learn more about this. I still have to learn about this segment right here. I still have to learn every single day about new people. I love to be in front of new people. I love to see more people than ever before, because that's what life is. I understand when you're going to do something new today, you're going to teach something. First, the newest aspect of life is teaching what you love. I mean, the newest aspect today also is teaching what you hate. I mean, teach what you hate. I mean, teach what you love. I mean, teach what you do. I mean, teach what you don't do. I mean, teach what you want. I mean, teach what you don't want. I mean, teach everything. I mean, teach your life. I mean, teach your kids. I mean, teach life. I mean, teach Jesus something. I mean, teach Jesus something about your life. I mean, teach Jesus and God about your life. I mean, understand either way that God loves you and that everybody loves you, because nobody is attacking you. So understand that those people who attack you even love you as well. I mean, they love you too. But understand that they are just people who don't have Jesus Christ as much as other people who don't attack you. So if you see somebody attacking you, I understand it's because they are not following Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ was attacked himself in terms of his eye. So understand either way that if you see other people attacking other people, it's because they're not following Jesus. I mean, do you understand? So follow Jesus Christ and you understand never to attack other people. And that's how simple it is. I understand when you go on the street sometimes and do your work, you understand how passionate you can be, like I am today. I understand when I come here and do my work, and I do my work, I do it anywhere. I do it anywhere. I do my work anywhere. I'll do it in the balcony. I'll do it in the shower. I'll do it while I'm sleeping. I'll do it on the camera. I'll do it without a camera. I'll do it with you. I'll do it without you. I'll do my work. I love to do my work. I love to be a star. I understand I see a star right here. But I understand no matter what, that when I lift you, you will also understand how to lift other people. Because it's by my example you do so. I understand either way that I'm always making sure that I perform and outperform myself. So when I do that, I make sure I go and communicate that into the world. I understand when I do that, I become much more professional. I understand every single day I love to listen to myself. I love to listen to my own voice. I love to look at myself in the mirror. I love to promote myself. I love to be in front of a crowd public speaking. I love to understand my work. I love to do what I do. I love that. I love to communicate that. I love to understand that when I look at people, I love to teach you something. I understand when I love to teach you something, I love to lift you too. I understand when I love to lift you, I love to also help your kids. I understand when I help your kids, I love to help everything that you are. Because I understand that way I help myself. I help myself to live life in my eye. I help myself to become present. I help myself to understand that every single day I'm much more inspirational because I go on the microphone and I practice. And it's this year, really, 2020. And let's say in August, I started public speaking in the Nice Beautiful performance on the street. I realize it's been over 110 hours since August. I realize now it's December. I mean, 110 hours between that time, I've been on the street public speaking. So over 110 hours I've been doing this on the street. So either way, that every single day I have a Nice Beautiful episode coming up. I understand every single day you can find my YouTube channel. You can understand I convince people easily of my name. Because my name is something like I love you. I understand either way, I understand that's my label there. I understand that's my label, but that's something that I label myself with in terms of where you can find me only in terms of my eye. I understand either way, that when I go and live my life, I live my life greater than you. I live my life better than you. I become more inspirational than you. I give more than you. I give more knowledge than you. I look better than you all the time. I always make sure of that. I make sure to succeed you in everything. I make sure to exceed your expectations. Because when I do that, I'm better than you. I'm always better than you when I give more than you. I promise you. I promise you, when I give 10 Bibles more than you, I'm 10 times better than you. I understand that's what I'm working for every single day. I'm working to be better than you all the time. I'm always working to be better than you because I understand my legacy is great, whether you say it or not. I don't care about what you say about me. I am great, and that's it. I go to my grave saying I'm great. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's what you value. You must value your own opinion more than other people. I understand other people will say you're great, and other people will say no. Otherwise, now don't listen to either of them. I mean, just understand to say yourself that you're great, and that's that. Because people lie about you. I mean, no matter how good you are, otherwise they'll call you shit. Otherwise now, you just say, that's you, mate, and just realize either way that you don't listen to them and what they say about you. I mean, don't listen to them about what they say about you. Because you already see what you say about you, so you don't have to listen to other people and what they say about you. I mean, listen to yourself and what you say about you. Because that's what you have to value. You have to value yourself more than others, and you have to value your opinion of yourself, which is what you say about you, and that's what makes it worth it. And it's not what other people say about you. I don't care what you say about me. I already see what I say about me. I mean, that's it. I'm calling myself great to my grave. I'm calling myself great all the way to my grave. I mean, that's it. I mean, you've got no power over that. I mean, that's it. I mean, either way, you may call me great, but somebody else may call me shit. I realize now, I'm great because I don't care about that guy. I don't care about that woman who may say that because many people lie. But I'll call you great. I'll call you something positive. Because when I call you that, I realize that's what I am. I'm something positive when I call you something positive. I understand. I never like to speak of anybody who's shit. I like to say everybody's great. I realize that's a difference. I understand when I go and do that, I understand either way, I'm always making sure I'm much more. I understand when I'm much more, I'm always inspirational. I understand I have a business card, I have a YouTube channel, I have an Instagram, But either way, I'm always making sure that I'm just doing much more than yesterday. Understand, when I do much more, or else it doesn't make it any other difference than making sure that you make a difference all the time. Understand, when you make a difference, understand that it's not about your muscle size, or else it's not about how tall you are, or else it's not about your skin color, or else it's not about anything other than your heart today. Understand, your heart is something you must give. So if I give my heart 10 times more than you, I'm 10 times better than you. Or else if I give my heart 100 times more than you today, I'm 100 times better than you. I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple. Understand, you give your heart more, and to give your heart more is speak up more. Speak up more about what you are every single day, because what you are is what you become. So what you become is positive. So speak positivity. Speak about positivity in your life every single day. And just stick to the positive side of life. Or else when you do that all the time, you'll always be more. You'll be functioning more. You'll be understanding more. You understand to give more and to love more and to really be credible about your work and what you do. Understand, when you be credible, you have to understand that I can only speak this way because of why. I choose to learn. I choose to grow my vocabulary. I choose to grow my language. I choose to be in front of a crowd. You can see me. I choose to always show up in front of a crowd and busk performance with myself, and that's it. I don't need you. I don't need you. I choose to understand every single day. I choose to wake up inspirational. I choose that. I choose to wake up rich. I choose to be alone and not with a girlfriend. I choose to be single. I choose that. Do you understand? I choose to not have sex with other people. I choose that. I love that. I value myself more than sex. Do you understand? I choose to be single. I don't care that you have I don't care that you have kids, man. I choose to have no kids. I choose it. I take ownership of that. I choose to be alone today. I choose to be myself today. I choose to be with myself. I choose never to be with you. Do you understand? I choose just to be with myself. And that's that. I don't need you. I just need myself. I just need my eye. And that's it. Otherwise, that's why I'm here today. I understand every single day I choose success. I understand I choose to level up. I choose to actually perform without you. I choose to perform with or without you. I choose to make sure I'm always greater with or without you. And that's that. I understand that's a kind act. I understand that's a kind being. I understand that's something that's really performing. I understand that's something that's really doing you a service and not doing it over, because anything that's doing it over must be you. You must be doing it over in terms of growth only. For instance, when you're growth something in terms of life, or else when you're doing yourself in growth, you'll be doing yourself a favor. You'll be doing yourself something that's really worth it. What's worth it for you today? I has to be worth it. The word I, say it right now. I is worth it. I has to be worth it. The only letter of your life is I. That's it. If you want any other word to be in life, you have to be I. That word I, the letter I is what you have to be. You cannot be A, you cannot be B, you cannot be C, you can be I though. You can say I love you. You can say that. I understand when you say I love you, I understand that is when I give you a business card when you need it. Or else if you don't want it, you don't need it. You go your way. Or else that's it. Or else if you don't want my business card, I never want to give you one. Or else that's it. Or else if you don't want to see me, I never want to see you again. It's that simple. If you don't want my 700 hours of video content, I'll never give it to you. If you don't want my information, you don't deserve it. I promise you, it's that simple. I understand either way, I'm always doing much better. I'm understanding when I'm better, I'm much more free. I understand when I'm free, I'm always doing better than yesterday. I understand either way, that what's important is understand that habits is everything. And when you're really increasing your habits every single day, you're increasing your performance of yourself. You're understanding yourself every single day. You're understanding the nice, beautiful attitude you have. You must have a better attitude. You must be greater for yourself in terms of what you're doing every single day. You must understand that what's important is look at yourself in the mirror and understand how to improve yourself. Understand who you are. Understand your skin color. What color is your skin? What color is it? Your color is not black. Your color of your skin is not white. This is not white color skin. This is not white. This is not black. Whatever you are, you don't label yourself as anything other than the word I. You just say, when I ask you, what are you? You say I. That's it. That's all you are. Because understand your I. To say I here is to know your I. Don't label yourself as black, because you're not black. You're I. Don't label yourself as a black nigger. Label yourself as I, and that's it. Because if you label yourself as black nigger, and I say you're a black nigger, you'll get offended by that. So never be offended with yourself. But understand to never label yourself a black nigger. I mean, label yourself an I. I mean, if you call me, if you call me a white asshole, I'm not a white asshole. I'm I, and that's it. Otherwise, if you say you are I, I'm like, I'm I. I'm I. I mean, what else can I say other than I love you? I understand either way that what you are is what you label yourself as. So label yourself as one letter in the dictionary. I mean, just call yourself I. I love you. I is what you are. I is everything. I is everything, because that's something that grows you. I understand when I grow people from the heart. I grow people from the nice kind gift that I give, which is the nice beautiful attitude, and also classifying you as something as more. In terms of my words, I understand that's really habit performance, it's peak performance, and understanding I go and give that righteousness, to give that quality of information, to understand when I do that, I go run through the maze of life, and I give you all of that. I give you all of my maze. I understand when I understand that anything that you have to be in life, you have to be something more to achieve more. I understand when you achieve more, you'll do more, you actually understand more, and you understand that no matter what, that life is understanding more about yourself every single day. I understand that's what life means. I mean, life means understanding more every single day. I mean, every single day you must be choosing your life greater. You must be choosing to live a life. You must be choosing to make yourself worth it the most. You must be making everybody else worth it. You must be saying that you're worth it. You must not be kicking people down with your words. You must be lifting people with your words. You must be inspiring people with your words. You must be lifting people every single day around you, because that's what I do in my nice beautiful video, and learn from it and understand to do it first. I mean, do this and don't just read from me. I mean, use my inspiration to get yourself here. I understand every single day I do this, I just go do it. I just make sure I go and perform. I record it. I understand anyway that you can listen to my audio. You can drive your car. You can download my audio in your phone today. You have a Samsung? You have an iPhone? I mean, what do you have? You have a phone. I mean, download my audio in my Mega Drive, and guess what? You drive to it, you walk to it, and guess what? You sleep to it. I mean, whatever you want. I mean, inspire yourself with it. I inspire myself with this audio every single day. I understand, go, go, Power Ranger. I understand, I used to watch that before. I understand, either way, I'm still watching it today. I understand that no matter what, you must be more inspirational about yourself than others. I understand when you choose with your eye to sing other people's words and sing other people's melodies, you can. You can sing any kind of melody in the world as long as you love yourself more than what they do. I mean, love yourself more to understand that you can do anything in this life as long as you are yourself about it. I mean, I can sing any type of lyrics from anybody as long as I choose to love myself more than them. Otherwise, when I choose to love myself more than you, I understand that's why I'm much more successful. You understand? I understand that's why I understand that no matter what happens in life, I understand I shall set myself even more free in the truth. Because what is the truth today? I understand the truth is knowledge. I understand the truth is I. I is everything. I is the truth. I is making sure that every single day you lift. I understand when you lift yourself, you also have to do this. You have to understand that no matter what you're doing, you must teach yourself to victory. You must teach yourself to do something much more. I understand when you're doing something much more every single day, you're going to perform, you get my business card, and you understand why you're interested in yourself. I promise you either way that no matter what, understand that even when people say they may get your business card, but if they don't grab your business card on the spot, otherwise they'll never come back. So never expect other people to come back when they say they'll grab your business card, but they didn't do it on the spot. I mean, why don't you do it straight away? Because they are not inspirational people. I mean, I understand I have a conversation with that guy there, but guess what? I realize he's not inspirational because he didn't come to grab my business card straight away. I mean, he believes that he will see me here again. I mean, understand to never expect that you will see somebody in life. I mean, understand that they may pass away before you even get a chance to see them again. I mean, either way, understand you never expect other people to live for the next 10 years. I mean, that's what that gentleman's doing. But understand, I never expect you to live tomorrow. I never expect to live, I expect to live today. I understand, I expect to live every single day. I never expect you to do anything. I mean, do you understand? I mean, when I expect something of you, I expect it of myself only. I understand when I see somebody saying, get my business card and get this, and they're speaking like me on the street, I mean, wow, I have to do it straight away. I have to just go get your idea because I'm interesting. You understand? I'm interesting to understand that I'm curious about you. But if you're not curious about me, and I say, grab my business card, but you go away, and you didn't do it, you're never curious about me. You're just fake about me. I understand that those who are really curious about me really understand to go and check me out right away. I mean, they grab my business card right away because I'm exceptional. I'm something that's really growing either way, but understand that they are just not inspirational people. And there's somebody who's jealous of me, and that's that. I understand that it's not about anything else other than growth today. I understand when you're growing people, you shall grow today also. I understand that what's important every single day is bring a jumper for yourself while you are something that's better. Or else when you understand, when you bring a jumper in your trolley, you also understand that you can get cold after 7 p.m. at night. Or else now, it's 7 p.m. in terms of right now, but understand that I is right now in terms of my eye. I understand that either way, you must understand that it gets colder, but guess what? I understand that this day, I understand I forgot my jumper today. I never forget my jumper again. Because I understand this time I have a nice beautiful exception that before I leave my nice beautiful accommodation, I must put on my jumper. I must place it with me somewhere. I must hold it and I must bring it every single day, no matter what. Because that's a nice beautiful discipline to have, that before you even do a public speaking performance, I mean, just go bring a jumper, because it may be nighttime and you may walk out with just sleeveless abilities over here. You understand? Because understand that either way, your clothing, you have to understand you must go and put a jumper on when it's cold. So understand that if you have no sleeves and you have no jumpers while it's cold, you may get sick. Or else if you get sick, you must know your eye. You must say, I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to live. I want to live. I want to live. I want to grow. I want to grow. I want to grow. I'll be more inspirational. I'll be more inspirational. I'm more inspirational now. Understand? Either way, you will overcome your sickness if you're really honest about your ability. But if you're sick, or else that those who are sick and who want to remain sick are the ones who don't grow. Or else you can never be sick in this lifetime for very long if you're growing. Or else if you're growing, you'll never be sick. Or else if you're growing, you'll never be sick, and that's the miracle of life. But understand that those who are really slow to walk, or else that they can be old men, or else they can be old women. But either way, understand that what's important is understand that you go and grow everybody. I'm not judging anything other than I, but understand that what's important is anybody who's walking slow today is not walking fast. You must walk fast throughout life. You must do it fast. I must do this faster and faster and faster. I must get to my performance faster and faster and faster. I must give you information faster and faster and faster. I must always do everything faster. I must understand that whatever you want in daily life, you must have something greater. You must have yourself the most in life. I understand that guy is doing this in terms of the finger. I understand either way. I understand that what's important is lift yourself. I mean, lift yourself to greatness every single day. I understand when you go lift yourself, you shall be more. You shall understand more. You shall understand what you deserve. Must be you only. You have to understand that what you deserve is a greater lifestyle. So understand to go and give that nice, beautiful give your beautiful performance every single day, and understand that's the only deal. I mean, the only deal of life is understand to go and really speak up in front of people, because sometimes understand to go and reflect on yourself while you're doing it, but you'll get better and better and better. The more you speak up in front of people, the better you are. I mean, yes. I mean, you have to speak up. You have to understand leadership quality every single day. Every single day. You have to be more. You have to be more than yourself all the time. And thank you. I'm saying it's really about lifting yourself to freedom. I understand when you lift yourself, you always understand that no matter what you're doing, you can lose the weight. You can lose the weight today. You can understand that you have to have the information first. I mean, do you want to be something in life? You have to be something more. You have to be something more. I mean, do you want to learn something? You have to go and learn it now. You have to understand you have to read it now. I mean, have your phone and start reading it. It's really start really developing yourself really quickly, because the new age is something right now. And it's really the technology is helping us more than ever now to understand how information works and how to grow as people and as humanity. But understand that this world is infinite. I mean, what's going to happen in 1 million years' time from this day is something amazing. I understand as long as people are in this life, your wisdom is growing. I thank you. I mean, your wisdom is always growing, no matter what you're doing. You must understand that what you're doing today is, you must be understanding that your wisdom is always growing, and you're always better than yesterday. As long as you're living life, you're always better than yesterday. But you may not be looking physically greater than yesterday. You may not be communicating better than yesterday. But yes, you have to understand that no matter what, that as you're lifting life, and as you're living life, and as you're walking this life, your wisdom is increasing, and you are becoming better in communication. But I'm traveling faster throughout life. I'm communicating faster. I'm making sure I dig into those ideas really much quicker than you, because I understand when I communicate faster and faster and faster than you, I do better than you. I do better than you when I go and give more than you today. I understand when I do a nice, beautiful 2-hour performance today, and you didn't do it, I understand I'm much better than you. I understand that's what I'm doing. I'm always better than my neighbor. I'm always better than my neighbor. I understand that no matter what they say, I make sure that it's the case. I mean, you cannot lie to me about your no YouTube channel. I mean, you have no YouTube channel, and guess what? You must have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. I understand when I go and have a greater life expectancy in my life to go and grow and really understand what I have every single day is every single day, I understand I just go and develop. I develop my life, I develop my frequency, I develop what I have, because my kissing is my giving. I understand when I give 600 hours of my knowledge, because it's more than kissing. I understand that what I have today is more than what anybody has. I understand I have my I have the I principle. I understand that when I go and really understand that what you need today is a better attitude. I mean, you need a better attitude all the time. You have to understand that what you have, I already have it. I understand every single day, I'm always performing and outperforming people, because I understand that most people are wasting time on the internet right now, and they're getting up on adult sites to go promiscuous sex with other people. I mean, they want promiscuous sex with other people. I mean, you don't want to help Jesus Christ today, you want to help yourself get some sex today with other people. I mean, understand that's not what Jesus Christ does. I mean, Jesus Christ doesn't want promiscuous sex with other people. I mean, Jesus Christ wants to teach you something about life. I mean, you may be saying that you don't care about what Jesus Christ wants. I mean, it doesn't mean that anything other than that means that you don't even care about your life then. I mean, you must care about your life. You must understand that you must be set free. You must understand that many people go on pornography today, and also, I say, including me, I understand that either way, I now never go to pornography because I understand I never need it, but I understand either way that what pornography is not the solution. I understand if you go and understand that I used to watch pornography, I understand that either way, that when I go and let's say you go on pornography today and you check it out, I mean the images will not hurt you. I mean images will not hurt you. I mean the images of pornography will not hurt you. I mean it's something that's imaginary and it's something that's eternal. That's eternal life. It's like this nice beautiful imagery right here, but it's just a different image. Now, pornography has a different image than this one, but understand either way that it doesn't hurt you, so it's eternal. But what hurts you is the pleasure seeking. So you may be masturbating to pornography. I mean, that's what I never do anymore. I never masturbate to pornography anymore because I understand it's a waste of time. I understand that when you speak like that, you also understand that's how you live. You must live your talk. You must understand to delay that gratification daily, because I understand I'd rather you understand to never waste time pleasurizing yourself than saying for you to go to get the drugs and to get alcohol and to pleasure yourself, because that's not the way either. Because I understand that what's the way is understanding delayed gratification. I will always speak that. I'll always say for you to understand delayed gratification is the best way. So understand if you want to be anything more than ashamed, you must understand to never waste time. I mean, never waste time about your life, and never waste time about the individual you are, and make sure you're lifting other people along the way, and you understand why you set yourself free, and you understand why you're being the truth of life, because the truth of life is setting yourself free in a way that you're giving information, and you're giving those ideas daily, because I understand that what's important daily is living life to the fullest. I understand when you live life to the fullest, you understand why I'm here. I'm always living life much better than yesterday. I understand including me means I understand either way that when I go and understand to really abbreviate my nice beautiful dictionary, which is just my I mean the only vocabulary I have really is my I mean that's that. I understand my I know my and that's that. I understand either way, I make sure I never make myself dumber, I make myself smarter. I understand now, I make sure every single day I go and really use all my vocabulary now, because I understand either way that it's really much more important to do so. I understand that no matter what you're doing, you can never lose your knowledge, you can never use anything other than I today. I is the most important word of your life. I love you. I love everything about you. I love your kids. I love your generation. I love how you're looking today. I mean, doesn't that feel good? I mean, everything. I mean, everything is a nice, beautiful compliment. I mean, is a nice, beautiful compliment. I love that you're watching me. I love that you're watching me. I love that I love to help you. I love that you love to help me. I love how you're looking today. I love how you feel about me. I love how you look. I love your teeth. I love your nice nose. I love your eyebrows. I love your eyes. I love your everything about you. I love everything about you. I mean, do you understand? I love your family. I love your money. I love everything. I love everything about you because that's everything part of you. I mean, do you understand? I love how you're looking today. I love what you're wearing today. I love how you look. I love your head. I love your nose. I love your kids. I love your nice beautiful jeans. I love your shirts. I love your can of Coke. I love everything. I mean, do you understand? I mean, I love you. I mean, that's nice. I mean, that's compliments. I mean, do you understand? So just say that all the time because you have to love. You have to love all that. I mean, do you understand? I mean, you don't hate anything in life. You have to give of yourself. Understand? When you go and give, you understand I first. I first. I mean, Thanksgiving is I giving. I give everything in terms of I give everything in terms of everything. And in terms of gay and freedom and bisexuality and transsexuality and pedophilia, I'll teach you what that is. I'll teach you. I'll give you everything. I mean, understand that when you give, you shall receive. Understand when you understand what giving is every single day, you understand how to live life. I'll give you what that is. Understand when I give it to you, I'll never be what I give. But understand when I give it to you, I'm something better than what I give. Understand either way, I'm teaching myself something very amazing over here. Understand I'm teaching another way to live life. Understand it's really give what you want, and that's the only way. Understand it's really give freedom and give yourself the best knowledge in the world every single day because you deserve it. You deserve free knowledge. You deserve everything about me in terms of my life because you're here to watch my life succeed because you want to succeed and you want to grab those ideas quickly and you want to understand that I have a business. I have an international business. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have ideas. I realize my ideas are my business. I understand my ideas is everything I give you. I give you those ideas daily. I understand that's why I'm always performing, baby, those ideas. But I do it differently. And I make sure I learn more ideas along the way. Because what did I learn today? I learned a new technique about how I public speak. I learned new communication skills. I learned how much more confident I am. I'm really fast. I'm really developing myself. Because from August until now, it's something incredible. And it's over 110 hours on the street, public speaking in front of people. I mean, that's that. I mean, either way, I understand that no matter what, I mean, over 110 hours of video work. I mean, either way, I'm just doing much more. I'm doing much more than what I am. I'm doing much more to feel more. I realize in between those sessions, I mean, I may have missed some days why, but I understand that either way, that if I don't usually come in a nice, beautiful performance like this, I understand I always come here. I always do a public speaking performance on a busking street performance in terms of life, because either way, that if I never show up here, I then show up somewhere else. I show up in a nice, beautiful I fashion. I go and do my video somewhere else. I go and do my video at the Martin Place post office, or I understand either way, I take my nice, beautiful public speaking speaker and I go to the park over there. I don't even need you. I don't even need you for anything, but I understand that what's important today is give that knowledge and understand to go and vibe with it. I mean, when you vibe with it, you go do something different every single day, and you'll understand how to reap those benefits and rewards, and understand never to scare other people. I mean, don't get scaring other people, please. Because when you understand please means don't scare other people, because when I scare you and your kids, and I just go rah to your kid, I mean, do you understand how that feels? I say rah, I mean, your kid's sleeping, and I say rah. I mean, do you understand how scary that is? I mean, understand to never go and cause anybody some frightening experiences or anything like that, because understand that you go and be something much more mature than that, and teach yourself how to really do that much better. Because understand that when I have to scare you, I then have to scare I. Because I don't want to scare you, I want to lift you. I want to make sure that you're somebody who trusts in my knowledge. I understand when you trust my knowledge, I understand I'll never lie to you in my knowledge. I realize my knowledge never lies. I understand that whatever I give to you in terms of my knowledge is who I am. So I understand I'm always giving my best. I realize you're giving your best. I mean, what's the difference between me being on the microphone today and you know? I'm giving my best though. I'm giving my best. I understand that you must be leveling myself. You must be leveling this. You must be on the microphone also. I realize now, if you don't feel good enough to be on the microphone, I realize that's because you're not doing your best. I mean, do you understand? I mean, if you're not on the microphone today to speak on a microphone, I mean, and I'm doing it and you're not, I'm doing better than you. I mean, understand that this is where the nice, beautiful resolution is, that is a problem solver in your ability to understand how you can actually help everybody develop at the same time, because there's only one time, and it's only this time that you can do it. And you can only do it in the now. You can only do it right now. You can only teach people right now. So understand that when you teach people right now, I mean, go and use that technology of yours to go and teach people on social media. And upload all these videos that you have of yourself, because you must love yourself. I mean, you must do videos of yourself. So post it on YouTube as well. I mean, if you're not posting videos of yourself online, I mean, you must hate yourself. I mean, if you're not doing photos of yourself and posting up online so that you can teach somebody something with that, I mean, why do you live life? I mean, understand now. You must go and do that. You must go and really perform those ideas. You must understand when you're giving those ideas, you give those videos, you start audio programs, and you do it for free. I mean, do it for free. I mean, if you want to start business today, I mean, business is free. I mean, business is the free way. I mean, it costs nothing to start a business. I mean, this is my business. I mean, it's for free. I understand either way that when the coronavirus is going on, I mean, understand what Jesus does about it. I mean, what does Jesus do? I mean, what will Jesus do today? I mean, understand that what you need today, every single day, is more courage and more respect for yourself every single day, to love thyself, and to understand, to ask Jesus everything in terms of what will Jesus do about politics today, and what does Jesus do about pornography and everything in life. I mean, Jesus will say everything under the blue stars to help you about everything. So understand that no matter what, that in that Bible of Jesus Christ helps everything. I mean, even today and for generations and for millennials. I mean, it's that strong. I mean, it's always the same ideas, but it's the best ideas. It's always a different technique, but understand the Bible stays the same forever. I mean, now, I go and replicate that Bible into a different way. And now, yes, I mean, the Bible is now going for everybody in that wisdom. I mean, that wisdom of the Bible is something that helps everybody. Because what does the Bible look like in terms of having no Bible in this planet? In terms of humanity. I realize that when you have no Bible in this lifetime, you then go into Hercules Wars and the Trojan Wars, and then you start wars on other people and start killing other people. I mean, that's what Hercules and Hector and all of them are doing in terms of back then. I mean, understand Hercules, the big whatever. I understand either way, that no matter what, understand that back then, I realize they're killing people in the Colosseum and Gladiator and all that in terms of the Roman emperors, and they're all killing people and having wars together. I mean, do you understand? Because that's what happens. I mean, you may be saying, but how about today? I mean, America's attacking Saudi Arabia, and China's about to get into a war with all this. And guess what? I mean, understand that the Bible is here, though. I mean, the Bible is here, and make sure that you understand that most of the world today is not violent because of the Bible. But understand back then that if we have no Bible at all today, understand everybody will be violent. Everybody that you even meet will be violent, because we don't even have story. I mean, we don't even have the story of Jesus Christ. I mean, this life is much better with the story. I promise you, this life is much better with the story of Jesus Christ than no story of Jesus Christ. I promise you. So what does that mean? I mean, it means go give your story, because your story is much more important today than ever before. But understand that it's much better to have your story than to have no story. I realize that this world will thank you for your story giving, rather than you not even giving your story. I mean, understand that it's much better to have your story in this lifetime than no story about you. I understand when I give my story every single day, I fulfill my dreams. I fulfill my vision. I fulfill the individual I am, which is a divine being. I understand when I go and grace myself every single day to live my life to the best possible ability that I can every single day, I really go to the spotlight, chase the spotlight. I go up in front of people as much as I can. I go in front of people now because I'm a public speaker, I'm a DJ, I'm an actor, I'm a comedy type of guru, I'm also a singer, and I'm a rapper. I understand either way, I'm going to do everything. I'm a beatboxer. I understand either way, I can beatbox, I can do some car sounds, I can do some breakdancing on the street, I can do some fighting mechanism on the street as well, I can do some karate. I understand either way, that no matter what, I understand that when I really understand that anything that's important is not violence. I understand when you go and really develop yourself every single day in front of people, you understand how to be more. You understand how to be more professional. I understand when you do that all the time, you practice and practice and practice, that ability you have. I mean, you have one ability today. I mean, you could do that on the microphone. I mean, you can do it. I mean, it's one step. I mean, you have to be so much more passionate about your work, though. I mean, when you want to step on a microphone, you have to be more passionate about what you do. It's that simple. As soon as you do that, you'll be more and more and more in your great legacy, and you understand that is how you really develop your dreams. You must develop your dreams today, sir. Understand when you do that, you must understand No matter what, thank you. I understand, always making sure that no matter what you're doing today, I understand that when I look at you, I understand 55% of the communication already. I mean, that's the first 55% is how you dress and how you feel and how you look like and your colors and what you're wearing and what you're doing and your skin color and whatever. I mean, that's the image. I mean, this is 55% of the communication. I now see that anything else is, let's say you may make a sound from over there. You may say, hey! I mean, you may say, oh! I mean, whatever you may say, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can see. Whereas now, anything else is the language that you speak under the tone of your voice. So the words that I'm speaking with my tones is 7% of the communication, but the tones, in terms of my tones, are 38% of the communication. I understand my tones are teaching you 38% of the communication. I understand either way, you must listen to my tones more often because it's a great attitude. I understand that's what you need. You need a great attitude. Because if I change the tone of my voice now, you understand what I mean every single day, you understand what it is. You understand what it is. I mean, what's that? I mean, that's saying something different than what this is right now. I mean, it's different tones. I mean, something different. I mean, either way, that this is much more professional than what I just said. I mean, do you understand me? I mean, either way, that what's important is understand that when you go on YouTube, for example, and you put 20 audios to play at the same time, and they're conversations with other people. I mean, you go to nice, beautiful interviews or people talking with each other, and you put on 20 audios on at the same time, you realize some people are louder than others. You realize some audios will pop out at you, and some won't. But you can hear all the audios at the same time. You can hear 40 people speaking at the same time. I mean, that's something that's really going to teach you all that nice, beautiful audio quality and the nice, beautiful tones that you have every single day. I understand when you go and teach yourself those tones, you'll learn from it, and then you'll learn how to speak also. You'll learn how to really measure up with your tones. I understand that when you go in a nice, beautiful public streaking, or else when you go streaking a nice, or else when you go in terms of streaking, in terms of the nice, beautiful public streak, you go into the beautiful public speaking performance every single day, and you streak until you understand that no matter what, you grow up, and you understand no matter what, you push yourself to communicate that nice, beautiful language. You understand that no matter what, I understand it's really that when anything happens, you just move on quickly. I mean, you move on quickly because what happens is, I realize it's a nice, beautiful pressure zone to really grow everybody at the same time in that point. I realize when you're doing that, you go and really extrovert yourself to understand that you go and throw out all these ideas that you can. I realize you throw them out at the same time because what's happening here is a nice, beautiful growth spurt, because it's really that the more the crowd comes to see you, or else the more professional you have to look. You have to look more professional and better looking and everything in terms of your life when more people come up to you. I realize that when every single day you have more people in terms of your life over here, I understand every single day you go back to the I and you go to the I principle every single day and you live your life to the fullest, and that's why you'll be much more important, because what's important is grow now. I understand when you grow in a different way. You make sure every single day you go and do a nice, beautiful performance in a different way. I realize when you do it in a different way, you understand why you're important. I understand every single day, that's why you go back to the I. I understand that's why you go and teach yourself something of beautiful quality every single day. I understand that's why you need my Instagram. You need my business card, because I'll teach you that nice, beautiful ideas that you need. I understand that ideas are something very fascinating. I understand when you have those ideas every single day, you learn to grow and you put your I there. I understand the I there, in terms of that solution right there, is something that really teaches you how to really grow your life. I understand when you grow your life, you grow in a different way, and you understand each and every single day this happens, but understand that each and every single day you'll learn to boost your confidence just a bit more. And learn every single day that just a bit more, you understand that you will grow your confidence. I understand Tesla Motors, for example, is understanding that no matter what you do, I understand you just go and search up what Tesla Motors is, and understand that either way, you go and learn about electricity and about Nikola Tesla and about Albert Einstein and about all these people who understand knowledge is equivocal in terms of equal. I understand knowledge is equivocal in terms of something that's really rampant about yourself to go and really do it on the spot. You have to do something that you're passionate about every single day. I understand every single day you must be more than yourself. You must be more than everybody else around you. I understand when you go and do that, I understand every single day you must go achieve a greater lifestyle for yourself. I understand that's how you grow. I understand the growing is in do the nice, beautiful public speaking performance longer. I understand when you do it longer and longer and longer, I understand that a growth spurt happens. I understand either way that when more people come to see you, I understand that you may feel comfortable speaking to a certain amount of crowd, but guess what? I realize that when more people come, I understand that's when you expand. You expand through more people, and you keep teaching that nice, beautiful quality every single day. I mean, teach that nice, beautiful idea you have every single day. You have to teach something, so teach it right now. And teach it on YouTube channel, and teach it in your video camera, and understand that you have something of quality to give every single day, but it must be a passion on the microphone. Understand when you do that every single day, you look and observe the crowd around you, and understand either way that you must perform and outperform yourself daily to understand your life every single day. Because when you understand your life, you understand why I'm free. I understand I'm free because I give that nice, beautiful knowledge every single day. I go and really perform it. I perform that nice, beautiful public speaking performance every single day because I understand that's the nice, beautiful attitude you need. I understand it's really understand peak performance, which is growth, and which is confidence, and which is I. I is everything. I understand every single time I say I love you, I understand that's why I really grow myself in front of people to give you new ideas while I look at you. But I look at my nice, beautiful performance here today, and I understand how I go back to the I. I go back to the I, simplified into my I again, and I understand that's how I grow. I understand I go back to the I. I understand that's why I really go teach you the idea about the I factor. I understand the I factor is something that teaches you daily. So when you go and really look at the crowd, I mean, teach yourself about it. I mean, teach yourself about what people are saying and what people are doing, and understand why you must be free today. You must be free to observe. You must be free to observe your life in a better way. You must understand to be spiritual about your products and what you have to give, because what you have to give is your business. I mean, your business is information products. So what are you interested about in terms of your life? That is information. I mean, information is what you need to do in terms of life. So if you have anything to really do in life, you'll be doing information work. I understand information work is studying about what you love to do, and then what you love to do is then doing it. And then once you do what you love to do, you then teach it on a microphone, and then once you teach it in front of a microphone, you do it in front of a crowd too, and then you do it in a nice, beautiful YouTube channel every single day, and then you become famous about it. Portia, that's it. You grow in what you love to do. You grow your expertise. You grow your student vocabulary. You must be a student over an expert. I mean, never be an expert. I mean, never specialize in anything other than growth. I mean, make sure you specialize in something. I mean, specialize in yourself the most. I mean, understand that no matter what you're doing in daily life, you must understand that everybody here is here supporting you, because understand that when you support yourself the most, you have an idea. You have an idea of quality every single day to go and lift your life much more. You have to be doing that all the time. You have to understand every single day that there's more to do. I understand every single day there's always more to give. I understand when I give you more, I understand either way I'm much better than yesterday. I'm always giving that nice, beautiful performance every single day. I understand when I go and do that all the time, I make sure my nice, beautiful attitude is reflecting what I say every single day, because that's what discipline is. I understand that's what integrity is. I understand integrity is something that really goes by what you say. I understand when you go and discipline yourself, I realize it's because you said something about it. I understand when you say something like don't do that, I mean that's discipline. I mean when you stay away from it, I mean that's discipline. I mean understand that no matter what, you break up your communication with the I symptom. I understand when you go back to the I and you break up your words with the I, you can always deliver better quality even when more people are looking at you. I understand the more people look at you, the better you are. So understand the more you can actually give of yourself and your heart and that knowledge that you have. I mean, you're passionate about something. You have that knowledge in you right now to give it. I understand whatever that knowledge is that you have, you must be doing it in a YouTube channel, and you must be doing it in Instagram right now. I mean, what is it about your life? I mean, what is it about the information you have? I mean, what information do you have? Because you really need to rotate that propeller of growth within that. You have to understand you have to be processing that and giving it as fast as possible. But your journal is something that you can start your business with right now. And if you have a passion for something, you must have it for knowledge. You must understand that knowledge is something that you're passionate about every single day. I understand when I go and really dwell in my nice, beautiful information product every single day, I understand it's really about growing fast and growing under pressure really quickly. I mean, you don't even have to grow under pressure. I mean, this is not pressure for me, man. I mean, this is life. I mean, this is life itself. I mean, this is how it is. I mean, this is something that I just love to do every single day. I understand when I love to do this, I go and give that knowledge. I understand that what's important is my relationship with myself in my I, and not anybody else, because I understand that anybody in terms of my life that is not I understand is not with I. I understand either way that understand this. You must understand this, that no matter who you're with, I mean, your partner will leave you eventually. You must understand to be with yourself more than anybody else. I understand that no matter what you're doing, you will walk through life alone. I promise you, you will travel while your parents are too old to do so. and you understand why you have to go on loan to Spain or somewhere to public speak and to do your performance on your own. And there's no wife with you, and there's no husband with you, and there's no kids with you either. And you have to go alone because it's just your passion, and it's just something that you believe in, because nobody from the past that you grew up with is going to go with you either. I would not even go with you, because that's your journey. I mean, you have to go with yourself. I mean, why do I have to go with you? I have my own journey. I have to go with myself. I have to go somewhere else. I mean, you're not coming with me. You're just going to come to my information. You're going to get my business card. You're going to understand something about information, sir. And either way, understand that no matter what, you must understand your life. You must understand your life is something that you must have. You must have your life first. You must understand that when you go and give a performance, you give the best one. You give your understanding of life every single day. And understand that no matter what, you must grow with yourself. But you don't have to grow in front of pressure. You don't have to grow in front of people. You grow behind people. You grow on an angle. You grow like this. You grow flexible. You grow like that. You grow any way possible. I mean, whatever makes you grow, I mean, that's how you grow. I mean, you grow in every single angle. I don't need you to look at me for me to grow. I grew myself before you even came. I mean, do you understand? You grow your way, you grow your ways in every single way possible. I mean, there's always a way that you can go and live your life. I mean, there's always a way that something in your life can happen, which is you. So understand that you go back to yourself every single day, and understand that's the only faculty of life, where you have to understand to go and give your nice, beautiful production of what you have, which is that information product. I mean, that blueprint that you need is your information, and that's your passion. I mean, you must have information about your life. You are full of information. I mean, now, what's the difference between my information and your information? I've given 600 hours of video content on YouTube, and how much have you given? I mean, that's the difference. I give more than you. Or maybe you give more than me. I don't know, but I've given 600 hours. And now, that's the difference, and understand that if I give more than you, and I have more hours than you given, I understand I'm much more professional than you in what I do. I understand I do life. I do every single aspect of life. But I understand that what's important is understanding that when you look at the crowd, you look at everybody fast and effectively because you're grabbing the images of life. I understand that's what nice, beautiful public speaking does. But you have to be quick about everything that you say. You have to be quick about your life. You have to be quick to adapt. You have to be quick about the ideas that you give, because when you give those ideas, you grow under pressure, and you don't even have to grow under pressure. I'm not growing under pressure right now. I'm just making sure I grow. I'm growing with my eye every single day because I understand the I factor. I love you. I understand when I grow you, I'm much more than yesterday. I understand that's what you need to do every single day. You have to understand you have to give that nice, beautiful performance every single day. And I understand that no matter what, you must understand every single day, be your best. I mean, be the best you can be, because that's how I need you to be. I understand that's the only way to be, and that's how you give life. You give life by making sure that you're in freedom. You make sure that every single day, that no matter what, you're inspiring every single day yourself, because you have to inspire yourself to greatness every single day. I understand no matter what, that's the only way to live. I understand the way to live is make sure that inspiration is your only natural tendency. To understand that no matter what, you must be inspirational today. I would not take you less than that. I'm very sure either way, you must be inspirational or nothing. I understand that's how it is. I really understand that my life is really understanding my eye, because when I understand my eye, I understand it greater. But I understand that no matter what, that it's really getting dark over here, because guess what, I realize it's light, but I understand that my video is dark for some reason. I don't know why, but I understand that my eye is very important. I understand my eye is something that's really going to lift you. I understand that when I lift myself to greatness, I understand that's why I go and really dwell in my nice, beautiful communication theory every single day, because I have to grow. I have to grow, because I started off with 1 minute. I started off with 1 minute videos in my life, and guess what? Now I understand I can do 2-hour videos every single day. I can do 2-hour videos every single day in front of a crowd. I mean, guess what? I realized I came a long way, didn't I? I understand before I was doing 1 minute videos without a crowd. I mean, come on. I mean, now I can do 2-hour videos in front of a crowd. I mean, there's a big difference. I mean, either way, I achieved my nice, beautiful 1 hour today, but this is extra. I understand in a way that no matter what you're doing today, you must understand inspiration is the only cruelty in terms of your life, where you must understand it's not cruelty, but understand you must grow from what you have. I understand either way that what's cruelty today is not growth, and it's really something that's causing you violence. But understand that anything that's really performing to the best of their ability is understand no cruelty. I mean, stand for no cruelty today, and be the one who understands that no matter what you have, I have something better. I have my eye. I know my eye. I understand how to say I love you. I understand no matter what in daily life, I understand you must perform. You must be something greater than yourself. You must understand that what you have is what you do in terms of your growth, in terms of what you give is what you have only. You must give that nice, beautiful performance of yourself every single day. You deserve it. You have to understand every single day it's about ideas and growing thyself all the time to understand that you must be professional in something. You must be professional in what you're doing. You have to understand that if you want to be professional, you need a microphone, but give those ideas every single day and understand that no matter what, you must be more and more and more about your life. You must understand that what you need every single day is be up in front of people and talk and talk and talk until you understand that you're growing. I mean, just keep talking and you will grow. I mean, keep talking in front of people and you will grow. I promise you, it's that simple. You will find ways to grow if you just speak up. I mean, if you want to speak up, you will be famous. I promise you, it's that simple. I promise you, if you want to be famous, you have to be on a microphone. I promise you, it's that simple. I promise you, if you want to be famous, you have to be on YouTube and create your nice, beautiful YouTube channel and understand to go and speak up about your life and understand that's the only way to be famous. And speak about your story first. I understand when you do that all the time, you understand why I'm much more loving, because I love to speak about my story. I have 24 hours a day. I understand my 24 hours goes into a 1 hour video every single day, and that's what I do every single day. I make sure every single day I do something that's really going to perform and outperform myself every single day to give that nice, beautiful performance every single day. I understand that's why I go and really do my nice, beautiful performance every single day in a beautiful way. But I understand that no matter what you're doing today, you make sure that you know your eye. I mean, the eye is very different, but the eye, in terms of eye effect in eye, I understand either way you just grow. You grow yourself in a different way. I understand that's why no matter what, you guys enjoy your day, because I understand that what's important is know your eye.